1st, 2012. Sam Stensgaard has served the city for 28 years, 7 years as a police officer, and 21 years as police chief. See attached letter and recommendation for departmental transitions.
Your Honor, Chief is here. The item before the council is to accept the letter of retirement. Further, I would ask that the council move any other decisions or to come up with recommendations for filling positions and any other issue that the council might have to Labor Management Subcommittee. I think that would be the appropriate place. That's what we did last time we had an opening.
We're gonna need a motion to accept the resignation right away.
I'll make a motion to accept with
Motion
appreciation.
motion by Mr. Dahl, second by Mr. Colvinston.
And that's for retirement.
Retirement, excuse me. That is a terrible choice of words. I apologize. Retirement. I apologize for the retirement of Sam Stensgaard. Any comments? I know, Vern, you were mayor while Sam Stensgaard was our police chief.
Yes, I have a long relationship with Sam. An excellent officer, an excellent chief. One of the greatest trainers of young police officers I think I've ever known. You turned a lot of them to other departments, and that's great. That's what we should be doing. Appreciate your efforts in that area.
Right. Excellent. And any other comments on this?
Thank you very much, Sam. It's going to be different not seeing you in a patrol car.
That's for sure.
It'll be very different around this town, yeah. It's one of those things that we've gotten used to over the years.
Definitely has earned his time off.
All in favor of the motion say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? And the motion passes. And happy retirement to our police chief. Thank you, Sam.
Thank you.
And moving on, we care to just...
Again, I think the Chief's provided us with a great way forward that we should study and bring back to the council a recommendation. We need to be thorough in our investigation.
I wonder also if I could just mention an exit interview. We did that for another recent retirement, and just wondered if that would be an appropriate action for our labor management meeting or committee before Sam leaves. I'm sure we can learn some value from him.
Well, next step is to refer things to the Labor Management Committee. I think that's the proper step to do.
Do we need a motion for that?
Do we need a motion to do that?
That could be.
Terry, do we need a motion for that?
Yes.
All right.
We didn't vote on the retirement, did we? Yeah, we did.
Yes, we did.
Okay. Just had these other thoughts running through my mind. Okay.
I'll take a motion to have the Labor Management Committee conduct interviews of Sergeant I for the purpose of recommending the council appoint him as police chief.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Mr. Bunky, second by Mr. Howard.
The motion was to do what, Your Honor?
Refer to labor management.
Yeah.
I thought you said to interview Adam.
Oh, I'm sorry, no. I'm just going along the agenda statement here, I apologize.
There's an internal posting by union contract.
No. We'll do it that way, that's
So
right.
while that's being gone through, I think we can have our discussion.
Let's just clarify
Okay,
things.
so it's just to refer them to the Labor Management Committee,
The hiring of the next police chief.
the process or whatever that we're gonna follow, or
Correct.
whatever, okay.
All right.
Because there'll be several, motions here,
Yeah.
down the road, depending on the direction the council wants to move in.
That's right.
Okay,
So amended.
so amended, my motion.
All right. Amended by Mr. Bunky and Mr. Hansi. All right. Any other questions or comments? All in favor of the motion, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? And the motion passes. Thank you. Anything else on this topic? All right, let's move on to 8B. Consideration of course of action for the sale of a 2007 Chevy Tahoe, former police squad car, either via sealed bid or by sale to the Public Works Department. I thought we had this covered.
Well, council in the past had discussed this arrangement of getting a blue book value on the Tahoe, and then transferring that vehicle to Public Works, having them sell the van, which is in some pretty bad condition, and then taking whatever the van sale was and then whatever else it would take to bring it up to the blue book value, and transfer that back to the police department so that their fund is made whole. The council member Colvinson asked for this item to be put on the agenda, and so it is. And Councilmember Bunky asked for our Public Works vehicle spreadsheet, which I assured him I'd have, and I have forgotten it. I'm sorry, it's completely slipped my mind from last week. So really, the item, the issue before you, we can either table it, or if Councilmember Colvinson has something he wishes to share with the council, we can have a discussion regarding that. But that was the discussion we'd had previous council regarding possibly moving that vehicle over because of the problems that we're having with that van, and the fact that the Tahoe is in fairly good condition would be a lot safer for our employees to drive in. Plus, it would have some, in the snow, it would have some value as well to us, where the van doesn't.
So my question is, how many vehicles do we need at the Public Works?
Right. That's always
We've got 4 pickups, a van, a couple of trucks.
and again, without having that spreadsheet available, and I apologize, it would be hard for me to have that discussion. The way the previous council viewed it was a 1-for-1 swap. To have a van, we drive it, we use it every day. So that was the discussion. So we can table it, and I can bring the information to the next meeting. Or
Another
put it
question.
out for bid. Put out the bid in the general public and see what we get.
I think we ought to put it out for bid. But is that a 2007 or a 2008? I was told it was a 2008.
2000.
Is that a 2008? Yeah. It's a 2008.
Well, all things considered, I say we just table it till the next meeting.
Well, I talked to Jeff about it, and he said, if you put it out for bid and you get $5 grand for it, you might as well just do it that way.
Mm-hmm.
So he really doesn't care one way or the other. He just viewed it as being, if you were only going to get a couple of grand for it, we could get more use out of it in Public Works than what they're getting out of the van.
Yeah, I do recall that that's what he had brought forward in the past, was if we weren't gonna get anything for the Tahoe, fine, they'll make use of it and get rid of the van, but
But if you're going to make
if
something
we're gonna
out
make
of it,
decent money on the bid, then
keep it.
yeah, or let it, if it was gonna be a decent bid on it,
Right.
let it go.
Let's council plug it in.
I make a motion, we put it out for bid.
I'll second that.
Motion by Mr. Colvinson, second by Mr. Dahl. Put 2008 Chevy Tahoe for a police squad car out for bid.
Do you wanna put a minimum on there?
Pardon?
Do you wanna put a minimum on there so you don't get $1,000 bid and then be stuck with that?
I think we
Well,
should.
I think we put on there that we have the right to accept any or no bids.
Well, sure, yeah, you always have that, but,
So if somebody bids 1,000, you just reject it.
yeah, but if you put a minimum, then you know you'll at least get X number of dollars, at least.